What's up guys, welcome back to Davinsky TV. I am your host, Dr. Davinsky, PhD in Sociology. Today we're going to debunk the myth that Slavs are people of color. This firstly originated by the Coalition of Communities of Color, the CCC, an organization in Portland, Oregon. Firstly, I want to make clear, anyone can make an organization. It doesn't mean anything. I could make an organization called slavsarewhite.org. What does it mean? Literally every other governmental, census, dictionary, academic definition of white includes people of all European descent, which Slavs are a part of. Even the CCC says in their article that Slavs are designated as white. So how did they, a small organization with 400 Instagram followers, a couple thousand Twitter followers, change the definition of people of color to include white people? Well, in this video, we're going to go through the ridiculous, fallacious arguments they made and debunk them. From page 93 of their article, the Slavic community is fully counted as white, and its experience is fully subsumed in all measures of the white community so far in this text. So, what I want to argue is that when you look at white averages, it fully subsumes all white ethnic communities. You ignore explicitly Germanic, Celtic, Hellenic differences that may exist. This isn't groundbreaking research. The article continues, despite official recognition as white, the experience is best understood through the lens of racism, and thus from our understanding, it is a community of color. Well, my rebuttal is that every community is best understood through the experiences and lens of racism. Anti-Irish sentiment, anti-German sentiment, these are real things. Are they communities of color now? We must keep in mind that this article is explicitly about one county in Oregon, hardly representative of Slavic Americans in general. They use a few metrics from this county that show that Slavs, on average, are underachieving the white average. For instance, the poverty rate of Slavs in this one county is only 0.6% higher than that of the white average for all families, and a few percentage differences for individuals and child poverty. Does a few percentage difference constitute a separate racial categorization? I don't think so. My argument is further supported by the fact that when you zoom out of this one county in this one state in Oregon and look at the national average, you'll see that Slavic communities are actually outperforming the white average on a national basis. So in the 2016 census, the median household income for white people was about $65,000. If being poorer makes you non-white, then this shows that people such as the Slovenians, the Serbs, the Croatians, and even the Ukrainians are more white than white people. You see how ridiculous this reasoning is. So if it's not income that determines race, then maybe it's educational level. Except in this one county, in this one state in the US, Slavs are actually doing better under some metrics than the white average. Sure, Slavs are less likely to complete school in this one county, but are more likely to have a graduate or professional degree in this county. In 2018, Nigerians scored higher median household incomes than white Americans. They are also among, if not the most educated group in the USA. 4% had a doctorate and 37% had a bachelor's degree, according to the 2006 survey from the US Census. In comparison, 19% of white people had a bachelor's. So if Nigerians are richer and more educated than white people, then do they become white? Or maybe the CCC is wrong and race isn't determined by income or educational levels, but rather geographical ancestry. Call me crazy, right? So let's read the closing statement from the CCC on the Slavic question. Whilst the clauses are not fully clear, we can assume it is connected to racism and long-term problems of the USA failing to recognize the credentials and experiences from those overseas. Has the CCC heard of the term intersectionality? Not all under and overrepresentation can be attributed and assumed to be racism. A far more likely hypothesis as to why Slavs seem to be underperforming in certain metrics in this one county, Multnomah County, is brushed over, although mentioned earlier in this article. This community is the largest of our refugee groups in Multnomah County. My closing statement is that refugees don't tend to be balling like that, don't tend to be educated like that, and their underperformance is likely tied to their socioeconomic conditions of coming from a war-torn country rather than their white Slavic heritage. Until next time, it's Davinsky, Dr. Davinsky, PhD in sociology. Peace.